Hello and welcome to a behind the scenes special. In this episode is going to be all about kind of how we made when Stampy came to tea, and I'll show you some of the sets we made and a few other bits and pieces as well. It's in my world, it's all online, and I'm going to sort of reveal some of the secrets and some of the things how we made things happen. So let's without further ado, let's get into first person mode and have a look around. So this is the doorway where Stampy comes in for the first time. We can open that doorway and we can go in and out. And let me just pan back and I'll show you that actually how the whole thing works. So this is where we're at. We're on a world like this. We've kind of brought some bits in, and in actual fact we are. And I started making this on a single player map, and then I MC edited a whole region of that single player world into a redstone area. So this is actually my redstone world that I've got online, and inside of this redstone area I've brought in this my single player world. So I've just basically MC edited it in. I also kind of brought in my childhood home, which is kind of the front end of it, the kind of pretend front bit of the house, which is just here. And then we made the sets, and these are some of the sets you can see over here. So we've made, let's start around here. So this is the bathroom where Stampy's obviously drunk all the water and Django can't have his bath anymore, and we can see it's just very simply made, just sort of straightforward bathroom. We've got we've got some Stampy colours in here as well, and we've got a little pufferfish and a little sponge and a little tree in the corner as well. And there was a lot of debate. Actually, Django made my son made this this lovely loo here, which I thought was quite sweet. It's quite an amazing, sort of a modern toilet, which is quite good. Some cake, obviously, because obviously there was, we had Stampy in, and he had to eat his cake. And here are some of the here is the supermarket. There's some redstone torches. I don't know what they're doing there. And the supermarket, we've got these brilliant. If you see these are now floating forever. And the way we've made those work is we've got we're using a command block, and in this command block we've got a summon item. So we actually summon these items, and we put a delay tag on it, so you can never pick them up. Okay, they never despawn, and they never. I think the cakes can be picked up. No, even the cakes. So these things will just remain here. And what I did was basically I kind of brought them in and spawned them in place. So they're all spawning like that. On the walls, we've got some beautiful posters. We've got the Consume, and if you know your horror movies, there's an amazing horror movie called They Live with it's in black and white. It's kind of crazy. It's got the most amazing fight scene in it as well. That's almost 15 minutes. So we've got that there. Consume. This is the village stores. You see. So there's some posters here. Now these are maps, and they've been made with a little special MC Edit program by Texel Elf. And they are amazing. They are really the kind of the colours that we've got now available to us in Minecraft to make these maps. So they are maps attached to frames, and we can put pictures and stuff in them as well. This is our little freezer in the corner, and these were where the maps were. So I take them out and I just place them up on the side there. So that's our supermarket. It looks really good. This is sort of the other half of the kitchen. Okay, so we made the kitchen in two halves, and we did have a cow there, but I had to kill the cow because it was mooing all the time. And again, you can kind of see. Let's just try and get myself a barrier block. So give the common people a barrier. So if I hold a barrier block, you'll be able to see that we've got these invisible barriers, and they're they're making our shelves over here, so we can kind of create shelves like that. There's our fridge, and it's a very sort of Stampy-esque fridge that he uses in his lovely world. And here is our main kitchen, the main area. Just really, I wanted to kind of make it kind of build, not do anything fancy, have it kind of a straightforward build, and make sure that anybody could kind of do this. We are building it in the snapshot, so we've got some extra lovely materials to play with as well. And there's and we've got these kind of kind of Stampy colours. That's what kind of the yellow. I mean, these colours are also in the book by Judith Kerr as well, When the Tiger Came to Tea. So here's our front door, and here is the butcher's. Now the butcher's, we actually had a poster in the background there, but I MC edited it into here. But in actual fact, we didn't use it in here. We just filmed it straight away from my single player map. Okay. So over here we've got, just around the corner, there it is. These stairs go up to the green room, which is for our actors to relax in and to chill out in before they come and do some acting. So that's kind of, those are the main kind of builds over there. And then the village, this is the area. Basically, I wanted the three of them to run over a hill and to run through some dense stuff. And I kind of like this because it's new. This biome, I quite like it. So this is why this was chosen, because it's a bit different, and it's a bit different from what you're used to. So this is the village that was already spawned in. Sort of straightforward. Django's added some. Someone's digging outside. Django's added some characters in here already. We were thinking about doing some more stuff. So there's a pub over here. And there's a little character that Django's produced. So here's our bar. And you can pour yourself a beer. Pour the beer. Delicious beer. And we can go down here. Oh look, there's conversations and all sorts of stuff going on here, which is lovely. And then people would run down here, and then the cafe is this building here at the end. And it's a kind like, oh, I can't get in because there's barrier blocks in the way. There we go. Because we wanted to keep you villagers in, didn't we? That's right. That's right. They're all having good. You're having a conversation and stuff. So this, again, if we pop a barrier block in, we can kind of see what we've done with barrier blocks. So we're going to try and keep the villagers in. This is a normal house. We've basically extended it a little bit. So we've extended it over this area to make it a little bit bigger, but kind of keep it within the style of kind of a village. So if we fly up, we can kind of see just that bit extra. So that's kind of how we did it. And the way I did it was I got people to come in and to wear Stampy and iBallistic Squid's skins. They did the audio for it, so they were very kind and did the audio for it very early on. So I got in contact with them via Twitter, and they got in touch with me, and I gave them the audio, and then they sent me their audio pieces. Oh, lastly but not least, this is Squid's beer. So in here, this is where the beer was. Now, what we did was to make it nice and dark, because I wanted it to feel like a cellar. So if we do that, it kind of feels all glowy. Let's get rid of those two lights there. Maybe these two as well. So it feels a bit kind of, and it's Squid's Championship beer, and it's Keep Out in the corner. So that's the last bit, I think. So they did the audio for us, and then we kind of basically got people to come and do the acting, which was very good. And I went into this. I mean, the great thing about this is, because we're in the snapshot, we've got a new game mode, so we can go to game mode 3. Okay, so this game mode 3 is, I'm like in spectator mode. You can't see me, see, I'm invisible. I've got my armor, but you can't actually see me. But I can also, there's no clipping at all, which is amazing. So you can get amazing kind of shots like this shot down here. You'd never be able to get in normal single player, but a shot like that is dramatic. It's kind of interesting. So for machinima and stuff like that, I really love this new mode. I think it's going to be great for kind of making movies and stuff like that. And I wish there were actually more machinima tools within Minecraft. And I'm hoping that in 1.8, maybe 1.9, there'll be a little bit more machinima stuff that we can kind of play with and make our own movies and stuff like that. Especially if, as promised, there's a Minecraft movie in itself coming out too. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll post this up, and any questions, any queries, any ideas and stuff like that, do leave them in the comments below. Do remember to subscribe and like the video as well. It really helps the channel, and of course helps me think or maybe people would like to see more and I can do more videos for everybody. So until next time, thank you ever so much for watching and listening, and goodbye!